Hello, beautiful souls. How y'all doing? If you're new here, welcome. I'm Brainy, and this is Brainy Twin Gemini, where we talk about spiritual health and fitness, the law of attraction, manifesting your dreams into miracles, twin flame, twin soul, divine love, fated connection, however you resonate. So welcome. For all of you lucky viewers, I've selected 5 names for a free personalized message. It will be in the description box in this video and in the comment section. So please look. Congratulations on your Free Flame Friday reading. Please, when you're sending an email, if you could kindly just put in the subject line Free Flame Friday, then that way it's easy for me to identify the winners. I have a lot of emails that come in, and sometimes they get lost in the email vortex. Also too, I've got a critical time at work. I'm working on some very time-sensitive projects that are scheduled to be completion in the next couple of weeks. So I would just ask for your patience. So again, congratulations. I'm doing this for an indefinite period of time. So if you're a new subscriber, just hit the subscribe, like, and comment. And if you're an existing sub, just like and comment, and you will be entered into the weekly draw of a free personalized message as it resonates for your situation. So last week I said I was going to do a live interactive cards as opposed to like flipping them, because I just want you to see the dynamics of how these cards come together, how the beauty of the message, how they all resonate with one another. It's just uncanny. I've taken a few days, I stepped away, primarily because of these projects, and they're causing a lot of personal anxiety because there's some pretty deadlines. So I don't think it's fair to the Twin Flame Collective to bring my anxiety into the messages. Nothing that I can't deal with, but as I said, critical time, sensitive projects that have to be completed. So good luck to you all. Thank you so much for all of your heartfelt comments, your likes, and your subscriptions. It truly means the world to me. So I'm going to get started with the masculine energy. Here, when I always say pen to paper, this is just a snippet of some of the writing that I have. I have boxes of journals, so of personalized messages that I put down in my journal each day. The number that I've been seeing is 717, and it's been just jumping out like crazy. And if you're seeing that, it's the sign of reunion, a sign of union in general. So I do 4 cards, 4 being my birth number, and I just let the cards fall out as they may. And this is current masculine energy as it relates. Oh, I cannot believe this. Okay, so my hands and my nails are a wreck right now. If 3 fall out, I'll take them. Flower power. I'm always in the dirt. So it's very therapeutic and very, 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 very beautiful message. So what is all of this? Grounding, ascension, inner child, and 5D connection. So 5D connection and ascension absolutely go together. Grounding and inner child, I feel like go together as well. If you can't see it, here it is. So the masculine energy has been stepping outside of their hermit zone. They've been in self-isolation. That was a tongue twister. And they've been grounding their energy in nature. They've been doing it for quite some time. And as they get out and ground their energy, they're ascending to higher heights of themselves. They're in deep ascension. And with this ascension, it always brings an awareness. And with an ascension, it brings 5D connection. I feel like the feminine and the masculine energy are very, very connected in the 5D. In dreams, energy, telepathic communication. Telepathic communication is very powerful. You can feel each other's energy, and if you have the great gift, you can hear the thoughts of your twins. I've shared many, many numerous stories of how even though my twin and I were in physical separation, we tapped into each other's thoughts. And some of it, most primarily, was beautiful, but some of it was also, we felt each other's darkness. And it's just, you're very, very connected. I want to say with the grounding, the inner child wounds are coming out, and they're releasing. And this is a journey of, it's a spiritual journey, it's a soul journey. It's bringing you to who you're truly meant to be, and you need to unravel whatever trauma is buried deep. Some of these masculine energies, they buried this trauma so deep that they have no recollection of it. Sometimes when there's severe trauma, you just block it out, so to speak. It's coming to the surface as they ascend, and they're dealing with it. They're leaps and bounds of where they were. And it's because they've broken free of many toxic cycles, and it's allowed them to gain momentum on their journey, primarily their journey to themselves. So I love this also very, very much. These cards here is, if they could say anything to their feminine energy, what would it be? And so very good momentum for the masculine energy. And I'm going to ask for 4 cards. Thank you so much. And if it's 3, I'll take it. If not, they go back in. No. Aw. And one last card. Well, that's too many. Thank you so much. I cannot believe this. See, this is why sometimes I like doing this, because the way that these cards come out, these just fell, so I'll put them there. Absolutely resonates. I've tried to text you so many times, but I cannot hit the courage to send. Absolutely. They know who you are. They know that this is a divine love. As they ascend, all of this wisdom comes. That's what the ascension process is. And they've been sitting with their phone, you know, articulating all of these messages. And they're like, no, this one isn't good enough. This one isn't good enough. This one isn't good enough. And they just simply can't hit the send button. There's that element of fear of rejection. Sometimes it's almost better not knowing, because when you have this beautiful connection in the 5D, you hold that close to your heart. This connection can never be severed. It's God. It's God's connect, like God's divine universe. It's orchestrated by a higher power, so it can't be broken. You were brought together for a reason, and they just, you know, they just cannot hit that send button. Don't lose faith in our love. I feel like the messages come out for a reason. Sometimes you feel beat up, deflated, worn down. Is this just a fabrication in my head? Go with what your gut tells you, your inner guide. Don't let anyone else be your navigation system for oneself on this journey. There's a lot of bullshit out there, and I know some of you want me to reveal it. I can't. I just have to respect. I want to say the diversions out there. I can't tell you. That wisdom will come within yourself, and it'll just be an aha moment, an epiphany. Oh, what was I doing? Why was I here? Blah 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 blah. Someone had made a comment on our channel the other day saying, well, should I be listening to you? Do what you feel is right. I'm not out to, you know, soak anybody's bank account, so to speak. It's a gift. It's meant to be given. Merely just want you to find the path to oneself, and ultimately the light of each other. That's my true motivation. I was missioned. I was summoned to be a messenger. So it's your choice who you listen to, but there's others there monopolizing off your vulnerable heart. So please be careful and don't lose faith. There was a story that I shared last week. It wasn't a story, it's the truth. I don't know what made me go see someone. I've always had these powerful gifts of intuition right from the early ages of 9. And she just told me no, like, and then I believed her, you know, and it shifted the energy in the universe. Once I had this beautiful love in my heart, there became this doubt, and the moment the doubt came, well, that's the moment the dynamic of the connection changed. Ultimately, we all have to go through this physical separation to heal ourselves, but I think I pushed along a whole lot faster by seeing that person. When I was in your physical presence, I was my true, authentic self. Absolutely. When you both come into the physical presence of each other, you are your true, authentic self. There are no barriers. You're completely raw and vulnerable, and you flow to each other energetically and magnetically. There's no effort there. And you feel very comfortable with each other. You share things with each other that you don't share things with anybody else. And that's because you are your true authentic self. And the masculine was. And they shared things with you they've never shared with anyone. And that sometimes when they share some of their deepest, darkest trauma or, you know, anything, it leaves them very vulnerable because they've shared something with you. And because of that, so when you're together, it's natural. When you're away from each other, you have the sense of, what did I do? Why did I share all of this? And that leads to that sense of vulnerability sometimes. That vulnerability is what you're meant to heal on your journey as well. And ironically, this card came out, I hear and feel you telepathically, which is what I was just saying. The cards, the messages, they can never be manipulated. What is meant to be is meant to be. That's why I love sometimes doing these interactive ones. They take a little longer, but I feel like sometimes they're a little bit more effective. So these are just a different pictorial view. This is also the masculine's current energy. As of the moment, live in the moment. And that's too many, so it's got to be 1 or 4. There we go. And it's how it resonates with the. I love this. It's how it resonates with the message. You know, everybody has their own individual messages. What resonates, resonates. What doesn't, doesn't. Just hit away. So overall energy, different. I want to say pictorial view. Magician in the mirror. How I resonate this card is a couple of different messages here. First of all, your connection is a magic connection. It's a blessing. It's so many dynamic things occur. It's almost like there's magic. Like when I was I could go on for hours of the things that I used to find. When I was walking, it was just crazy. But when you're ascending to higher consciousness, there's so much magic that occurs within yourself. And you have so many gifts that are unraveled, opening, and it's truly, sometimes the things that you go through it's almost unbelievable to oneself. So to try and to explain it to somebody else, you surely cannot do it justice. The door to personal healing and happiness, absolutely. I feel like the doors have been opening for this masculine energy. Once you end these karmic cycles, divine God, whoever, universe, however you resonate, opens these divine doors for you to walk through. Because, I mean, this is the evolution of the journey of one's I want to say life's journey in general. And once you get away from that toxicity and that karmic cycle, they're meant to teach you lessons. But if you're perpetuating and like the same thing over and over again, or, you know, you're on this Ferris wheel and you're never getting off, those doors won't open, unfortunately. They're there, you know, to teach a lesson, and you will get signs and things to get out of that situation. And if you're ignoring them, well, then those doors will remain closed. But as the masculine grounds their energy, gets out to nature, they're ascending, all of these beautiful doors are opening up for them. And when the doors open up for them, ultimately they open up to the light of oneself, but to the light of each other. and it's absolutely beautiful. Cornucopia, number 11. This card here to me is the twin flame, and ironically this is right beside it. Okay, so that's feminine and masculine energy, care and connection. As I alluded to earlier, the masculine knows what this connection is. They're just trying to navigate. They're doing basically what they're told by God and divine. There's a lot of prayer going on with them, and they're getting a lot of messages from source, and they're following their journey as they're meant to be. And as a result, beautiful things are occurring. So that's those. Then I have these beautiful cards. These are called the 7 energy cards, and they're just, I love the artwork. I carefully pick these cards. I truly stink at artwork, like as an artist, but I have an appreciation for it for sure. Even if you saw my stick people, you would probably run. But I do have an appreciation. I do too. The reason I do too is because that's my beloved souls, and I don't know why these always call too. Unreal. Okay, so let me move these over so you can see it. Number 34, number 46, opening to discovery, the uncharted sea. So it's ironic how these two cards come out. So the uncharted sea is uncharted territory. And, you know, it's like when the masculine is going through their journey, there's a lot of unknowns. It's uncharted territory when you unravel who you're truly meant to be. But as they navigate and they get out and rediscover who they're meant to be, they're opening to discovery. So to me, opening to discovery and ascending are the same things. You're opening up, you're ascending. And it's absolutely wonderfully beautiful. And I don't want to keep beating a dead horse there because it all resonates with everything. As I said, I want you to see this one. Again, cornucopia stands for twin flames in this deck, and number 11. And it's just ironic how this comes out with a female and feminine and masculine energy. So if any of you are having any doubts and you're losing faith, that's your confirmation right there. This beautiful deck is Animal Spirit. And if you're new to the journey on my channel, you'll learn to know that I believe animals are God's messengers. And they're just divine little messengers, and they come at the right, most opportune time. Yesterday, for example, I often only see one, but I kept seeing them yesterday, and 2 hawks flying together. So I saw them one time. I must have seen them 3 times yesterday, and I wasn't looking for them. I was just outside, like I'm a nature person. And I saw them on 3 separate occasions. I usually see one, but I saw 2. And I was like, wow, that's beautiful. Hawks mate for life, spiritual wisdom, intuition, past life connections. So they represent so much. So what do we got for masculine? Animal Spirit today. And it is number 38. Lizard Spirit. Dream the world into being. And that couldn't be more it can be more truthful, because that's exactly what they're doing. They're dreaming the world into who they're truly meant to be. And they're just like on a mission, to find who they're meant to be. And you, divine feminine, are giving them the courage, the strength, and the valor to move forward. They've been a low point for quite some time, but getting out of this toxic cycle is liberating, and it's opening beautiful doors for this masculine, and I love it so very much. And lastly, I have a beautiful loving message for you from your masculine energy, and I do too for these as well. And here they are, and they both fell out, so I'll take them. Okay, and the message is, a new love is coming your way, yet in order for this to manifest, you first must release the past. Are you ready? All it takes is a conscious desire to do so. Absolutely. You have to purge the past and not be a prisoner of it. Harboring bitterness and holding on to the past is stealing the moment of now. And you're really, truly manifesting the past, not the present. So very, very good message, and I love it so much. Surrender all no longer that serves you. Let all remains buried in your heart come to the surface and be healed. Let there be space for new energies to enter. A new beginning transforms darkness into light. And I love it all so very much. Surrender. Let it go. They kind of resonate with one another. It's kind of uncanny how they do. But beautiful, beautiful message. And, you know, your masculine loves you. Sometimes when you're in, I'm putting all these cards back. Sometimes when you're in physical separation and you have zero contact, you're very curious as to what's going on with them. You know, it's hard, but they do love you unconditionally. You may not see it, but you definitely do feel it because you're very, very connected powerfully. So I'm just going to put all these back, and I'm going to do the same for you, beautiful feminine. I'm just going to cut the deck, shuffle, and appreciate your patience. These ones are a little bit longer, but I do feel like they're a little bit more personal. So I'm going to call it for 4 cards. It's 1. I cannot believe this. Okay. If it's 3, I'll take it. It's not. How ironic. I swear I can't, like, I do this for my own entertainment sometimes because I can't believe how the cards resonate. Sorry folks, sometimes it just takes time. I cannot believe this. Okay. So, I don't know if I shuffled these. Alright, I want to just put this one message that you're masculine. So how connected, how much of this message is so connected? Divine masculine faith, blocking connection, break free. Okay, let me move these over so you can see them. Hopefully you can see them. And there's divine masculine there. So I think this is a regurgitation of the message that the masculine has tried to say to you, to not lose faith in me. Divine masculine, I feel like maybe some of you are. And one of the most difficult things to do on this journey when you're physically apart is to keep that faith in your heart. There's temptations out there. There's low vibration. There's just like parasites out there as well. They always want to come in and tamper with your ego. And it truly gives you that doubt. I always say faith and keep the faith in your heart. Sometimes I think that's what, is a block to the connection because you lose faith. It's all in divine time. Whenever the two of you get to your soul's, I want to say, graduation, you always are, let's say, in continuous learning, okay? But there's also a graduation. And when that graduation occurs, you come together, and a lot of it has to do with staying with faith, love, and light in your heart, no matter what. And that could be the block in your connection. Break free. Here it says, surrender all that no longer serves you. Let all remains buried in your heart come to the surface and be healed. Break free of all of it. Some of you are just holding on to things that shouldn't be held on to. Toxic family, friends, jobs, addictions, whatever it is, just break free of it. I know it's hard, because what is, I want to say, comfortable is complacent. And sometimes that complacency is toxic. So I feel like it maybe getting out into nature may be a good thing, because maybe you'll get some of the answers to the questions you have. I know mine used to just like right here in this journal, it would be like insane. The message is get rid of this person, do this, you got to do this. And, you know, like look at my current job. I've been there for quite some time. Sorry, I've got allergies here. And I was going to leave. My boss was toxic. And I was shopping around and looking around. Ironically, he resigned. Sorry. I don't know if anyone else is suffering this year with really bad allergies. I'm in Canada, so we have cold winters and relatively hot summers. So this is a message, and it's as it resonates in the moment. Cannot believe this. You guys are both so connected. And one last card. Beautiful. So this is meant for you, masculine, feminine energy. I feel like you need to hear this right now. I regret that I hurt you. I wasn't ready, so I ran. That's one of the biggest things for this journey. And you could be, I always say, don't get caught in energetic traps. Energetic traps are masculine and feminine energies. So just because you're feminine anatomy doesn't necessarily mean you're feminine energy. You switch back and forth throughout the dynamic of the journey of your life, but you're meant to stabilize some energy and balance some energy, and they did not mean to hurt you. I think a lot of it has to do is when you're together and you're in your most pure, I want to say vulnerable state, and that true authenticity, it triggers wounds. It opens things up, and you know, sometimes it's that vulnerability. It's like, I can't believe I shared, like, you know, it, and it scares them, and they run. Please be patient with me. I'm healing inner childhood wounds. I think you feel like you're so strongly connected in the 5D and telepathically that you're triggering each other to heal some wounds. The other message was healing, opening the doors to healing and happiness for the masculine. The same goes for you, feminine energy. You're triggering. And when these traumas, these childhood wounds resurrect themselves, it can cause crying. And also too, one very important thing to do is acknowledge the inner child. There's so much out there on the internet, Dr. Google, whatever it may be. Your inner child is truly what navigates you through life. And sometimes what happens is we're meant to be pure and innocent, untainted. That's how we're meant to travel our lives. Like, we're not meant to go through this trauma, but inevitably and unfortunately, many of us do. And the first and most important step is to acknowledge that inner child and say, I know you're wounded. The moment you acknowledge is the moment you heal. And I love it so much. Feminine energy, you're most beautiful. You always meditate unconditional love, faith. Even though you step away from it from time to time, you always go back to it. You always migrate back to that faith and that unconditional love. You're a gentle, beautiful, caring soul. And you're a princess, a goddess, and a queen, and you shall be treated as such. This isn't a journey of narcissism. You know what I mean? Nor is it abuse. It's a very difficult journey because you unravel some very uncomfortable things about your soul and oneself. And then once you let it go and break free, you're truly liberated and you're the best person ever. I feel like you guys, you feminine energy, you're seeing crazy signs and syncs. Crazy signs and syncs. Almost to the point where you're like, stop. I can't deal with this anymore. I do know that I see, when I saw those two hawks yesterday, you know what I thought of instinctively was the Twin Flame Collective. Because when I was in physical separation, I always saw the single hawk. I never saw two together. This is the first time I've ever seen two together. It was yesterday, and I just feel this very vibrant, positive energy for both of you. Seeing two together was so dynamic. But when I was in physical separation, I kept seeing hawks, and I never seen them before in my life, to be quite honest. And one swooped by my shoulder. It's about, I want to say it was about 3 feet away. And I'm like, that's it. I mean, you can't get any stronger sign than that. Like, that was very bold of that particular hawk to do that. So to me, like, it was a major sign. I kept seeing 717 as well. I keep seeing it like right now, like every day. Like, I saw it this morning, saw it last night. So if you're seeing that, that's a very good sign. There's 2 there. I'm gonna take it. Aw. Aw. So here it is. I love these cards. See the beautiful artwork, right? Quietening the mind and the rose kiss. Quietening the mind is exactly that. And I feel like if the masculine is saying to you, don't lose faith, and you're getting the faith card with the divine masculine card, I think it's maybe, for some of you, whoever it resonates, just quieten it and get back into that unconditional love. Meditate. I have some beautiful videos out there, all sorts, heart chakra, meditation music. It helps calm the mind and get you back into the light, the heart. The heart is your GPS on the system, not the mind. The mind gets you down to a black hole, into a vortex. Calm the mind. And once you do that, it's hard, I know, because the first thing you think of is your masculine, the last thing you think of is your masculine before you wait, before you sleep, and once you awaken. It's time to quieten that mind. The rose kiss. I love this so much. I don't know, I feel like this is such a beautiful card because there's a rose on there. I keep seeing flowers, and then there's a ladybug right here. And a ladybug represents love. The rose represents love. And the rose kiss to me is just a beautiful message. And it's just, I want to say for you, feminine energy is to resurrect your faith. Because sometimes when you lose the faith, the masculine runs further away. So come back to that unconditional love, and I love it all so much. And I didn't do the other energies, so I'm going to do those right now. All in divine order when it was meant to be. I didn't do those, did I? No, I did not. All right, so I'm going to ask for 4 cards, please. Ask for 2. Ask for 1. Oop. I'm sorry, folks. I just got to grab this here. It's on the floor. And it was 2, so I have to wait for 1 more. And there it is. Okay. So, we have, let's go here, the 3rd chakra, which is number 37. And the 3rd chakra is the solar plexus. And it's located just above the belly button. It governs the pancreas, the spleen, the gallbladder, and nervous system. It is the center for emotional sensitivities and issues of personal power. When developed, it improves our personal power, energy, and effectiveness. And I feel like some of you are, standing in your personal power, but maybe when there was a blocking in connection, maybe it's your 3rd chakra that's blocked, and you're not standing in your personal power. And you're powerless to your divine masculine, or some other things like financial constraints. Some of you may have some financial constraints that's causing anxiety. Where does it say quieten the mind? The more you think about financial constraints, the more it creates anxiety. Anxiety when you think of the future, depression when you think of the past. I know it's hard. I've been there. I remember when I was with my karmic, that's all I could think about. Well, how am I going to make it on my own? We have double income. Honestly, when I cut that and moved on, and I was better off, and I started manifesting abundance, and it's not always financial, abundance comes from within. And when you focus on I want to say a monetary label, because money is just a symbol with a piece of paper on it, or a piece of paper with a symbol on it, it doesn't measure your worth. You are worthy, you are beautiful, and you are abundant. And the more you bring that financial constraint into your life, the more you manifest it in. And I feel like some of you have great anxiety over this financial constraint. I want to talk about these two here. So the rose kiss and the angel of love. Divine God is always protecting your connection. So when you have a hiccup along the journey, you get a gentle push to get back up and get on your destination. Unless you're just so low in low vibration that you just can't get up and move forward. Eventually you will. And there's I want to say, an angel of love or God's love is always there protecting you, even when you fall. And it's very, very beautiful. So I love this message. I love it all so much. And I love these little guys, as you know. Yesterday too, I saw something very odd, like in the morning. I saw because you don't normally see this. So I love, like I said, I love everything. I saw an abundance of crows, and they were flying fast, and I felt like something was chasing them. Oh, you're not going to believe this. So, swan, time for a deep dive. We all know what swans mean on this journey. I can't believe this is your animal spirit, for you today, divine feminine. The twin cornucopia card came out, the twin flame, divine masculine, love, angel of love, the rose kiss. What could be more beautiful for you than this? I love it. I love it so much. It's time for a deep dive. It's time to quieten up mind. Clip some of those cycles that are no longer working for you, and you'll get back on that right path. You're a beautiful, beautiful soul. I love it so much. And I love that so much. What a beautiful card. I don't think that's ever came out for me before. I had those cards for 4 years. I've never had the swan come out. This first time. First time for everything, I guess. Maybe it has, I don't know. But I don't recall seeing it too often. Okay, so this is your beautiful masculine. And okay. And there, oh, it's two, sorry. One. All right. And here we go. Be still, listen, free, and just be. Have you forgotten what's truly important? When you pass from this world, you take with you is your soul and the beautiful memories it holds. Your souls are eternal. Your love is eternal. And it stems from previous lives. That's why I feel like sometimes this connection is so... Oh, you can't articulate it into words. The love is so deep and just so pure. Probably because you've been, for, I want to say, past lives, your souls keep finding each other. And every lifetime, it grows stronger and stronger. We are eternally blessed by a profound love, by a sacred union with a great source of light, whose love moves the earth and stars. It can be any more beautiful than that. Your love is beautiful, and it is tough. The message is very powerful today. And again, if any of this resonates, just kindly hit the notification bell for future notifications, the like and comment. And if you're already not a subscriber, kindly subscribe for more videos just like this. Have a beautiful day, folks.